Hey everybody, how you doing? Just came home today to a gigantic package of books from Eric at the Paperback Warrior. I have a feeling I know generally what's in this box. It's a lot of Louis L'Amour paperbacks. So this is going to be an actual unboxing video. Try not to dox Mr. Eric there. He sent this massive box, which was very kind of him. And so let's open her up. You might be wondering why I'm doing so many videos outside of my family's house. Well, part of it is I got family members here and I feel a little weird, doing this kind of recording thing in front of them. And also, it's so dang dark in that house. It's not really, I could put some lighting together, etc., but it's just not ideal. Eric, you wrapped this sucker up well. Good job. Yeah. Try not to slit my throat while I'm cutting this. Oh man, look at all of this. Wow. That is a pack of Louis L'Amour. Let's get a little camera, see if we can get a look in that box. Anyway, wow, this is packed. So I will, and they're all individually wrapped in plastic. Thanks, Eric. Holy cow. We're just going to go through these as quick as possible and show off the covers, and hopefully you can see them okay. Night Over the Solomons. Here, let me get it up on this side. Night Over the Solomons. This is a collection of his adventure stories, Turkmatic, etc. This is very cool. I remember reading some of these stories first in this book, but I don't have a copy. Thank you very much. Now I do. And then they're going to be all, hodgepodge. They look very nice here. We got a long ride home. There's Mr. Louis L'Amour on the back. West of Dodge. This must be one of those later Bantam editions with kind of solid color bordered covers. Again, theirs are all Bantams. They were specializing in his books. Nice. Silver Canyon. The world's best-selling Western writer, Louis L'Amour. West from Singapore. Looks like some more adventure or World War II type of stories. Do I have this camera close enough? I got bees coming back again. Bees must like vintage paperbacks. I don't know. Here, let's get that a little closer so you can see a little better. Writing for the brand. Look at that. Always love the art on these Bantams. The Haunted Mesa. I think this is closest he ever came to a kind of a fantasy, science fiction-y sort of thing. These are in really good shape, Eric. Eric was saying, oh, they're just kind of crap copies. They're really nice copies. Guns of the Timberlands. It's a nice one. Ooh, this is an even older one. Man Riding West by Louis L'Amour. Western stories. So this is a story collection. Cool. Sorry, I don't have, they're all in plastic. I'm not going to be able to tell you the artists' names on these. When I eventually get around to reading and reviewing each one, I will try to find out best I can. Bantam's usually pretty good at crediting the artist. War Party. Cool. The Sixth Shotgun. Some of these titles I've never heard of. The Ferguson Rifle. Nice. Hey, Fair Blows the Wind. This must be Eric's copy. I did a buddy read with Eric about Fair Blows the Wind. This is a swashbuckler about Tatton Chantry. And I believe it's Tatton Chantry. Yeah. An Irish noble, kind of descended from a nobleman, maybe even Irish king, who goes on the run after his father is slaughtered, and all his adventures as he comes of age and has lots of sword skills developed. Very good novel. Really enjoyed that. I'll link to the video down below, our discussion that we had a while back. Sorry, we got some Loud trucks going by again. We're pretty far back from the main road here, but a lot of trucks zooming around. The Strong Shall Live. Look at that cover. Man, there's so many cool covers here. Rivers West. And of course, Louis L'Amour didn't just write Westerns in the standard Western time frame. He wrote historicals. He wrote them all the way, from, the first settlers coming to America and beyond, Where the Long Grass Blows. It's a little older one, older cover, very cool. Got a fatty here. Oh, the Collected Short Stories, Volume 2. Frontier Stories, very nice, paperback version. Awesome. Valley of the Sun. Cool. I'm trying to get just the standalones. I don't think I have any Sackets yet here. Yondering, Tales by America's Favorite Bestseller. I guess these are, even though it's a guy in the cover, it seems to be tales of women's adventures in the West or in history. That's very cool. Buckskin Run. The Writer of Lost Creek. And I'll have Louis L'Amour to read for the rest of my life, thanks to you, Eric. Thank you. Over on the Dry Side. I read this in a different later edition. Very good book. I like this cover much, much better. The Man Called Noon. I believe this was made into a TV movie, maybe starring Yul Brynner. Can't remember if it was Yul Brynner or Richard Crenna in the movie. Mojave Crossing. Okay. Hanging Woman Creek. Cool cover there. Love these old Western covers. How the West Was Won. Nice. Seen that movie? It's a favorite of mine. Down the Long Hills. Okay. Wowzers. Wow, they're stacked in here. Ride the Dark Trail. Sorry to be going through these so fast, but we'll be here all day. That's actually a Sackett. I didn't put these in order because I'm unboxing it now. That's Sackett number 14. I'll put these in order eventually. Callaghan. Some more modern cover maybe, I think. Under the Sweetwater Rim. Got some, he sent me some William W. Johnstone Mountain Man books too, which I have to put to the side here so I don't confuse anything. Get those down there for now. North to the Rails. Bowdry or Beaudry. Very cool. Short story starring Texas Ranger Chick Beaudry. Got another fatty here. Collected Short Stories, Volume 3. Nice. Frontier Stories. Dutchman's Flat. Lonergan. Another cool cover there. You guys can see these okay. I know I asked that in my first video that I recorded outside, and everyone's like, yeah, we can see it fine. Just show us the covers. The Shadow Riders. Dang, man, so many of these. We got a little bent. The Sackets, I don't know which number. Treasure Mountain. A little bent on that one. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looks in pretty good shape otherwise. The Man from Skibbereen. I don't know if L'Amour, I think it must have been descended from French stock of some kind, but he seemed fascinated by the Irish settlers in the West. The Quick and the Dead with a much less pink tinted cover than the one I had. That's a nicer copy, thank you for that. Kiowa Trail. The Californians. Damn. Fallon. I will never have to order a Louis L'Amour book ever again. Dark Canyon. You've set me up for life, Eric. Appreciate it. Catlow. I have a few doubles here, so if anyone's interested in some Louis L'Amours and you don't have them, let me know. I'll have a few doubles that I just a very few, but probably half a dozen or if that. Lando, this looks like is this a boxing? He fought alone and bare-fisted. Lando Sackett. Western boxing story, maybe. Cool. They keep coming, guys. There's a ton of them here. The Man from Broken Hills. Beyond the Great Snow Mountains. I've heard really good things about this one. There might be kind of survival tales. Kilo? I'm assuming it's Kilo. Let's move these back a little bit. Oy, 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 oy. Glad they're all wrapped in plastic. Okay. Well, I like this cover and color scheme. High Lonesome. Just called Sackett. Sackett number 4. The Sackett's number 4. Sackett. The Daybreakers. Wow, I'm cleaning up on these. Wow. Taggart. No relation to the Scottish detective series Taggart. About the Glaswegian cranky inspector Taggart. Conager with a TV movie cover with Sam Elliott and Catherine Ross, real life husband and wife who filmed this. Excellent TV movie adaptation, although the book has got some better parts too. Riley's Luck. The First Fast Draw. I'm not showing the backs because they almost all have Louis L'Amour's same picture on the back. Radigan, look at that cool cover. Wow, up in the snowy mountains. Whoa. I know, really vintage one from the 60s, maybe early 70s. The Tall Stranger. That's cool. The Burning Hills. We're only about halfway through, guys, so, I mean, wow. Pretty incredible. Let's see here. More Last of the Breed. I think this is like a downed pilot he's a Native American, Major Joe Mack. Authentically detailed epic novel. His experimental aircraft is forced down on Russia and he escapes the Soviet prison camp. He must call upon the ancient skills of his Indian forebears to survive in the vast Siberian wilderness. How cool is that? Wow. Yeah, so L'Amour didn't just write Western stories. Baudry's Law, cool. The second collection of the rest of the Chick Baudry stories. Chansey. It's kind of a cool cover, almost photorealistic painting there. Galloway. The Iron Marshal, look at that, with the bowler hat and the big stick. Okay, or big cricket bat or something, or shillelagh maybe, I don't know. This one has a sticker over it, let's see. To Tame a Land, a classic of the West by the author of Hondo. So this is quite an older one, when L'Amour was just getting to be well known. Utah Blaine, I just read and reviewed this one back for, June on the Range. That was a good book. Started a little busy, too many characters it seemed like, but it really settled down into a really good read. Last Stand at Papago Wells. Another really old Fawcett Gold Medal one. Cool. In very nice shape. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, sweet. The Hills of Homicide. These are his PI detective stories. Very cool. The Lonesome Gods. Epic kind of settling of the West story, I believe. Passing Through. Passing Through. Very cool. Son of a Wanted Man. And I would remember looking through a bunch of eBay lots. They would have 15 of these and 20 of these, and they'd always have duplicates in them and stuff. This is the haul to beat all hauls. Thank you, Eric, as far as I'll never find a need any other Louis L'Amour order ever again. The new Sackett novel, Sackett's number 17, Ride the River. Now, I know Kevin Toll reads. I think he read his way all the way through the Sackett series. I can't remember how many books are in there, but good on him for reading through all of those. I wonder what he'll make of this haul. The Cherokee Trail. Milo Talon. Comstock Lode, which I guess is about silver mining, and another big epic fatty. He did write the occasional epic fatty. Kid Rodello. The Broken Gun. Kind of a cool mix of more vintage and more kind of 80s kind of covers, 80s, 90s covers. The Sackett Brand. Is this the one that I read before? Yeah, all the Sacketts come together to help him out. That's a very cool book. The Keylock Man. I read this, I believe, last year. Very cool. Like that a lot. Mustang Man and Other Sacketts. Doesn't have a number on which Sackett it is. But Mustang Man. The Lonely Men. Nope. Lou L'Amour wrote about tough cowboys and outlaws, but he also had pretty strong women characters too. The Empty Land. Here's another Irishman, maybe with a bowler hat, or Englishman perhaps. The High Graders. This one might be coming apart a little bit there, but the High Graders. It's definitely readable. Most of these are in really excellent shape from what I can tell. Brion. Looks like a father and his son. Brion, a little bit more of a dude looking, dressed up there. The Skyliners. Holy Fritoli, man. Matagorda. Heller with a Gun. Yeah, that was a killer book. I had a different and later cover. I like this cover better, I think. That's a really good book. I read that. That was one of the first books I reviewed on my channel, actually, along with some others in a reading report. Sitka, forming of the Alaska Territory, I think. L'Amour, of course, was a real student of American and North American history. We got Kilkenny. Try to finish up pretty soon, guys. I know this is a long one here. Hondo, all right. Look at this cool vintage cover on Hondo there. Okay, whoa. What do we got? Crossfire Trail. I just got this DVD with Tom Selleck, the TV movie version of this. Very cool. Showdown at Yellow Butte, another older vintage one. This is a Fawcett Gold Medal one. Nice. Another Hondo, a Bantam version of Hondo. That's a cool cover. Down to the last 8 or so, guys, or 7. Westward the Tide. The Warrior's Path. This one looks like with a pirate maybe and some Indians. Native Americans, might be an older one, or set in older time. Yes, Jan Sackett. So it's kind of related to the Sacketts anyway. Sackett's 15, the Warrior, oh, I see, okay. The Warrior's Path. Well, here's a more typical Bantam cover of that one. Jubal Sackett. And the last 4 L'Amours. The Mountain Valley War. Lonely on the Mountain. The Proving Trail. And interesting, Louis L'Amour, His Life and Trails, the unauthorized biography by Robert Phillips. There's his office. The tape is over it, but the man sitting in his office surrounded by all his research materials and such. I'm gonna have to get these back in here somehow. But I'm not quite done yet, everybody. I got a few William Johnstone Mountain Man books that he also threw in there. Thank you, Eric, once again. I don't know which one is first. We got The Last Mountain Man. I know this is a very long-running series. Return of the Mountain Man. And finally, or maybe not, maybe it's before Return, I don't know, The Revenge of the Mountain Man. So altogether, that is a shit ton of books. Wow, what a massive and nice haul. That's really amazing. Thank you, Eric, so much for sending those to me. Really appreciate it. I will find some way to get most of them anyway back to back to Japan. Have to ship them back somehow. Still working on that. And again, great stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you are a fan of Westerns, some of you aren't, I'm sure, but you gotta love the covers anyway. I will see you again, I'm sure, with some other bookstore hauls. From what I pick up when I'm here, I haven't actually picked up any books, newly purchased from any stores yet. I tried to go to the one of the local bookstores here in my neck of the woods where my family lives and where we're staying now, and it was closed on Sunday and Monday, so I will hopefully report back next with a update of some book hauling from used bookstores in the Washington State area, at least Southwest Washington State area. Until then, thanks for watching, take care, happy reading, and we'll see you again.